All right.
They call themselves the Cave Clan.
Oh,
Teenagers who explore the drains and the streets of Australia's capital cities. Klansmen describe themselves as adventurers, but authorities hold a very different view. They say the teenagers are fools, playing a dangerous and potentially deadly game.
Oh, we're not going to contact the house.
Excuse me, have you ever heard of Cave Clan?
Tell me about it.
Can you please explain what the Cave Clan is all about?
It started off just exploring mines, caves, that sort of thing, something to do in your spare time. It went on to drains, that's why we're called the Cave Clan and not the drain dwellers or whatever.
But while their story has been told many times before, there's an aspect to the Cave Clan that has never been explored. The culture, creativity and community inspired by this underground world and the artists born from the group. This is the story of the Cave Clan and the art they created.
As a young photojournalist, documentary photographer, I was looking for something that was edgy, something that was potentially illegal, something that was a little bit dangerous, and that's something that not everyone was interested in doing. So I think I was in my second year of college. Became pretty aware studying fine art photography that I didn't want to be a fine art photographer, and I was more interested in photojournalism, social documentary photography, and whilst at college I just went down that road. And I'd been photographing drains and exploring them, and just became aware of the Cave Clan just through these stickers that I was seeing around Melbourne. And they were everywhere. They were on trams and bus stops. You know, there was great graphic design, and they had a PO box, and there was a sense of mystery about it. And it was really enticing. And I remember once walking out of a drain and two big guys coming down the drain, and of course they're just silhouettes, and I was with a friend and we're not big guys, and I hadn't really bumped into anyone whilst drain exploring, and it was kind of scary. And these guys approached us and asked us a few questions about draining, including, have you heard about the Cave Clan? And so, oh yeah, I've heard about the Cave Clan, yeah. And we went our separate ways. I decided to contact the Cave Clan, so I'd got a lot of my better drain photographs and put them in a letter and sent them to the PO box and just crossed my fingers.
The second day that we had this PO box, I thought, I'm going to check it, thinking there's no way there's going to be anything in there. I was just thinking, oh, what's this going to be? And it was from Matt Nettheim, and it was like he'd had a few pages and he'd stuck photos of all these drains he'd taken. He's like, I've been trying to get hold of you guys for so long. I just saw this sticker on, you know, whatever. And
the relationship built from there, and I was invited to go drain exploring with them, and they welcomed me in. Working with the Cave Clan did have its challenges, because they were kind of in this grey area of not wanting to show their faces, whether it was legal. In fact, I'm pretty sure it wasn't legal. And they were quite into the enigma of people not knowing who they were. Now, when you're walking around with someone trying to do a good portrait or a good photograph, the landscape can be overwhelming, and just to bring it down to a graphic circle or a square with black, and it was good to compose with. Drain photography offered me the opportunity to explore black artistically. I wasn't a great person with lighting, and I'd liked working with natural light, but I did like the drama of light and black. Long exposures, you know, water flowing, there were some beautiful effects to be found there as well, and the colours.
If he was in a drain, and it could be the crappiest, most boring drain there is, but if it had a tinge of green in it, that was it, he was set. We used to call him Shades of Green. You want a beer, Shades of Green? You know, like that was, I don't know if he liked that name.
When I reflect back on those times, I realised that probably Doug did take advantage of me being a photographer in the group and wanted to share all the varieties of drains with me. He would often organise an expedition to show me a particular shaped drain, and knowing that I'd take a photograph. And Doug was not afraid of publicity. He loved it. He loved getting his camera crews. It was a great adventure we had with a British camera crew.
Okay, go ahead.
We had to go in this tunnel, and we went in. By the time we were coming out, we were up to our knees, and we got some great international coverage, and Doug was just so excited about that.
It's dark, dank and cold down here, but for Melbourne's Cave Clan, the city's storm drain system is a subterranean wonderland of tunnels and chambers.
And when I look at these people, I'm thinking that they're really enjoying being documented, that they're really enjoying being in the spotlight. And I was really welcomed by this group. I mean, there's only so much walking up and down drains you can really do without wanting to be a hero and a celebrity about it.
You didn't see the current affair interview? No? No. Underground explorers, stormwater drains, stuff like that.
I saw the ad. I saw the ad. I think it was on a current affair, something about them.
Oh, you saw it? Oh, you saw a current affair?
Yeah. I heard it on a current affair, yeah.
You never heard of them? Sure? You never heard of the Cave Clan? All right. Thanks a lot. I don't know, some people never heard of the Cave Clan. What's the world coming to?